I know more about Hitler than Kamala will ever know in 1,000 lifetimes. For her to accuse President Trump of being like Hitler is the worst thing I've ever heard.
Kamala Harris, okay, now you know it's bad when you have Holocaust survivors calling out your BS. How are you guys all doing? Welcome to the channel Modern Renaissance Man. I am Ty Smith. I really do appreciate you guys taking time out of your day to view my content. If you are following me on YouTube, make sure that you are following me on the platforms you also see above and below. And ladies and gentlemen, click this thumbs up button right here. That way this content can consistently be recommended to you. And it also helps the channel get this message out there to the shadow banning algorithm world. Last but not least, double check and make sure that you are subscribed, making sure you're hitting that bell notification. That way you can be notified whenever I do post. All right? Appreciate it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So we all look, y'all know this is going to be basically a lot of the topics that we will be talking about up until November the 5th. There's a lot of stuff going on right now, right? You can tell, I told y'all, did I not call this weeks ago? When I told you guys, I said, I don't know anything that's going to be out in regards to the news yet or anything like that, but I just feel based off the atmosphere that I'm starting to see around work and different things like that, that it seems like they must not be doing too good, because why are they calling on so many different people to go and speak on behalf of Kamala Harris? It just seems very off. Oh no, Ty, you just this, you just speculating. Here go conspiracy stuff. You just saying things. Oh, like you said, you knew the politics. You don't know what you're talking about. Well, apparently I did. See what common sense does? Common sense was showing me that there was panic, and I told you it was panic. Anyway, one of the craziest things that I'm going to show you guys here is something that is, I guess it'll be astronomical, but I guarantee you Trump would absolutely love to death if this turns out to be true. They are almost predicting that Trump just may win the popular vote.
Of error, but then the same thing on the other side, right? You have Harris up by 3 points according to Ipsos. The Say 24 YouGov poll, it's a bunch of academics, also has Harris up by 3. But the bottom line is, with the popular vote, which we really haven't focused upon, a very, very tight race, John. Fact is, Donald Trump is very much in a position he could win the popular vote, which of course is something he would absolutely love to do.
And would be something very different than we have seen compared to last time, and the polling compared to last time.
Exactly right. So I went back through the time machine, all right? I went back through the time machine to see where were the past two races at this point in the campaign. Look, Harris in the average poll right now is up by 1, well within the margin of error. You go back 4 years ago, Joe Biden was well ahead of Donald Trump in the national popular vote polls. He was up by 9. Even Hillary Clinton was up by 6 points. So now Donald Trump's in a position he really hasn't been before at this point in the campaign, where he could truly compete, and we can truly say that the popular vote at this point is way too close to call. Of course, this is only going back 8 years. I wanted to jump even further back in my time machine to get an understanding. Hey, I haven't heard about a Republican potentially winning the popular vote in a while. And it turns out a Republican winning the popular vote, it hasn't happened since 2004 in George W. Bush defeating John Kerry. And that's only the one time that it has happened. In fact, you have to go all the way back to 1988 to find another one, when it was George W. Bush's father, George H.W. Bush, winning the popular vote over Michael Dukakis. So the fact that the polls right now are so close, John, the fact that Donald Trump has a legitimate shot of winning the popular vote is something I think a lot of folks, including in my line of work, really didn't think could possibly happen when Donald Trump was running last time around. He could make history, not just for Donald Trump, for a Republican candidate as well.
Now, there are some reasons for this, and I think Democrats' heads are all exploding out there watching this right now. There are some reasons for this, which you're going to explain, but also begin to raise the possibility that we could see the reverse. We could see the reverse of things we've seen, where a Republican wins the popular vote, but there's a chance for the Democrat to win the Electoral College.
Yeah, part of my job is to warn our viewers on either side of the aisle of an event that may occur that they don't necessarily like, and Donald Trump winning the popular vote could absolutely happen. You might as well wrap your minds around it now, folks, if you don't like Donald Trump. But on the flip side of that, a potentially good sign for Democrats is, why is Donald Trump doing so well in the popular vote polls? You can dig down into the state level polling and you can see that Donald Trump is doing particularly well in California, Florida, New York, and Texas. Of course, none of these states are really on the board at this point, so Donald Trump may end up gaining in the national popular vote polls, but actually he's wasting votes, which could in fact lead to a case where Kamala Harris could sneak by in the Electoral College by sweeping those Great Lake battleground states, which at this point are way too close to call, John.
That's right. It'd be interesting to see then if all that talk about Electoral College reform takes on a bit of a new light.
It may. In 2000, remember, folks thought that Al Gore would win the Electoral College and lose in the popular vote. It turns out they were all wrong.
All right. There you have it.
Now, you know it's crazy when CNN is doing what they're doing right now. I don't know, guys. Do you think that I'm just saying, I'm just going to say it. I feel like they kind of got an idea that Trump is going to win, but they want to try to kiss butt as much as they can, so that should he become president again, he may be nice to them as in regards to them giving them an interview, giving him a sit down interview, being nice to them versus him just saying, I'm not taking questions from you. I'm not sitting there doing an interview with you guys. Now it seems like they kind of want to try to kiss his butt a little bit. I'm just throwing it out there, guys. I'm just saying it's almost like they're trying to turn the wheels a little bit and be a little bit more balanced, if you follow me. So anyway, you see that he's becoming popular to the extent to where he might get the popular vote. And that really looks bad because I really feel like Kamala Harris is doing so bad. People are just seeing through the BS. You see that the whole honeymoon is over. You see that all the spectacle, the propaganda, the sensationalism, all the lights and music and her coming out and all the smoke going up and the confetti going up. And now y'all heard her talking. You all are like, okay, what the heck? Even the Democrats are not even believing her. They just like, man, this all we had to roll with. What the freaking heck? Y'all might as well just pull y'all might as well just pull a wild card and throw President Biden back in there. Like, I mean, because, man, but anyway, to the meat of this story is the fact that she has been referring to President Donald Trump as a fascist, as neo-Nazi, as a Nazi, giving him like names of the likes of Adolf Hitler. Well, her saying things like that has offended people of the Jewish descent of Holocaust. And this man right here has something to say about it. Check it out.
My name is Jerry Wartsky. I'm 94 years old and survivor of Auschwitz and the death marches. Adolf Hitler invaded Poland when I was 9 years old. He murdered my parents and most of our family. I know more about Hitler than Kamala will ever know in 1,000 lifetimes. For her to accuse President Trump of being like Hitler is the worst thing I've ever heard in my 75 years living in the United States. I know President Trump, and he would never say this, and Kamala Harris knows this. She owes my parents and everybody else who was murdered by Hitler an apology for repeating this lie.
Why should the Jewish people support President Trump?
Because he's a mensch. I believe that President Trump is definitely going to be good for Israel because in everything that he's done up to now was in favor. He never double-crossed anyone and he never showed any weakness. Watching President Trump pray for the hostages at the OL and getting to spend time with him so meaningful. He has always stood with the Jewish people and the state of Israel.
Now, that was a beautiful story. That man is in his 90s and can remember these things, y'all. It's things like that. So what can she say to a man like this? And by the way, shout out to my guy, Right Wing Angel, for providing this footage right here. Go check him out on Instagram. Check him out. I think he has YouTube. He's called the Right Winged Angel. But with something like this, you know how insulting that is? And I know he's being very calm because he's older, but you know how insulting it is to say something like that? This man actually survived it and lived through it, and you want to call Trump this? You want to compare him to Adolf Hitler? Like he said, she don't have no idea what she's talking about. Now, show Kamala Harris this video and see what she has to say about this. They won't do nothing like that. They can't. Let me know what you guys all think by leaving in the comments below after this video. Also, make sure you do what you see going on in that cloud right there, if you would, please. If you would like to see the next video that I would do in chronological order, most likely it's going to be up there. Things that I do as a variety on this channel will be down here. I am Ty Smith, Modern Renaissance Man, hoping and praying that every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing, and most of all, I pray every last one of you guys are in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.